Ladies and gentlemen, so about a week ago, I did a tier list video called Ranking NFL QBs 2023 to 2024. And I got some likes and I got some dislikes, but I mainly got a dislike from my brother, not my blood brother, but my brother from another mother. My best friend Tyler, I known him since the first grade. He's basically like a brother to me, okay? I love the man to death. He saw my tier list video and he wanted to bash my head in. So I said, okay, I'm gonna bring you on here and you're gonna do your own tier list video. I'm gonna be right by side with you. So this whole video, I'm right by side with him. This is his version. This is his tier list. His tier list is more realistic than mine's. I guess mine was more, like feelings and stuff like that. I don't know how to say it, but his was more realistic. So you guys might like his tier list better. So keep in mind the first half of this video, he may seem a little nervous, but as the video goes on, he starts to get more fluently because it's his first time. So first time being in front of the camera. But hey, he did good. He did good. So hey, hope you guys enjoy it, and hey, God bless. And my book, The Prodigy, is out now. Look at the description down below. And yeah, let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see Tyler again or you want to do more tier list videos, bracket fights, and stuff like that. All right, hey, enjoy the video. All right, let's do this tier list. Okay, so apparently this man right here didn't like my tier list. He didn't like none of my opinions. So
You put Geno Smith over Baker Mayfield. How dare you?
hey, Geno Smith, that Seahawks
Wait,
guy,
I
right?
said that. Wait, delete that shit.
No, it's good. This live streaming. No, it's live stream.
I
Okay.
meant to say you put Baker Mayfield over Geno Smith. That made no sense.
Okay, listen. Everybody got their own opinion. So, but listen, we're gonna start from scratch. Start to the people we don't know. Okay, we know most of the quarterbacks. We don't know all of them. Okay, this thing.
No, I don't know. I don't know a lot of the quarterbacks who probably doesn't even start that exist. They probably the third string quarterback. So that's why I probably don't know some of these quarterbacks. But we're gonna talk about the ones that we do know and see where we're gonna rank them at. So who's the first person we're gonna start off with?
We're gonna start from the first all the way. You're just gonna go down the line. That's all we're gonna do. All right, so Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, he's one of like the top quarterback in our league. He's been into since he like first started, he needed some development. It took him some development, like some years. But like he's been in the playoffs for what, like 3 straight seasons, but haven't gone that far because he can't get past Patrick Mahomes and who else? I think it was like another team. But like I would give him like an A because he is a really good quarterback.
Put him at A.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put him at an S, but okay, you put him at an A.
Nah, he's not like Patrick Mahomes. He hasn't made it to the Super Bowl yet. He made it to the playoffs for years, but he hasn't made it to the Super Bowl yet.
That's true. That is true.
So yeah, because they still have to play. Because in their division, they still have to play New England Patriots. Then they got the Jets, which Aaron Rodgers is on the Jets now, and then you have that's another team. I'll think about it later.
Okay. Hold on one second.
Miami Dolphins.
You keep talking. Just let me close this door right quick.
Yeah, then you have Miami Dolphins team, which their quarterback is really good, and I think they're gonna get far, especially when they have Tyreek Hill as a wide receiver on their team.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Josh Allen at A tier. Next, Joe Burrow.
Oh man, that dude's a good pocket passer. Sometimes sometimes he'll like throw in balls that's like why would you do that? But sometimes he'll hit it and it's good and stuff. But like he's really like a really top quarterback in our league. Like Joe Burrow, like everybody loves Joe Burrow. He's he has a good arm strength. He's big. If he needs to run, he'll run. He'll get out of the pocket. He'll sling it down the field. He's one of the top quarterbacks in our leagues. But sadly, he can't beat the Browns. He can beat Patrick Mahomes, but he can't beat us for real.
Okay. Okay.
But I will put him as A.
You put him as an A. Okay.
Yeah, and you got to talk to.
Okay. Hey, I did my list. Listen, I feel like Joe Burrow, he's. We'll get to Patrick Mahomes later because he's next on this list. But
You know he beat Patrick Mahomes 3 times until last season in the playoffs.
yeah. So
They came into their stadium and say, "Hey, this is Barrelhead, not Arrowhead." And Patrick Mahomes, he took that personal. He was like, "Oh no!" Came and they, beat them, and they went to the Super Bowl.
mhm.
They played the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, he played really good in that playoffs game. Like he know where to throw the ball at. Like I have huge respect for Jalen Hurts, which speaking about him, I know it's supposed to be Patrick Mahomes next, but like he's in that S category.
Patrick Mahomes is S.
Jalen Hurts,
Jalen Hurts. Okay.
but also Patrick Mahomes too.
I feel like, well, Joe Burrow, I feel like he's a level lower. Say like
Think of that.
10. Say like Patrick Mahomes at like a level 10. Joe Burrow's like a level 9.
Yeah, because he also made it to the Super Bowl, but they lost to the Rams. Lucky season, lucky year. So,
I think Joe Burrow's like an S, but I can see how you put him at A. But Patrick Mahomes, I agree with you. Patrick Mahomes is like he does stuff like people do in the backyard, bro. Like when I first heard about him, I didn't believe the hype until I actually saw him play. I'm like, oh, this dude's really good. So
yeah, he won the MVP last season, and he won 2 Super Bowls in 4 seasons. Nice. Gotta give respect.
yeah,
He's different. He's gonna be like the next, like Tom Brady in this. Because Tom Brady, he's done. He's over with. Him, he's next. So man, I bet he's gonna win. I bet he's gonna win the Super Bowl next year.
okay.
No, I don't know yet. They gotta beat the Browns first.
I think the Browns will. Well, let's just move on. Derek Carr, that's his name, right?
Yeah, he's good. He's like underrated and good at the same time. Like he played good for many seasons for the Oakland Raiders, and then like they just gave up on him. And I don't even know where he's at now. Do you know where he's at?
I don't know what team he's on now. I don't.
He's a backup for some team. I can't.
He's a backup.
Oh, for Tennessee, I think it's Tennessee Titans.
He's a backup for Tennessee
Yeah,
over Tannehill, behind
I
Tannehill.
think he's behind Tannehill now. Because if Tannehill does not play well, I think he's going to start.
I think he's like, oh, you go. I expect him to go to a team where he can start again, but just to go to a team to be a backup, that's like a C. That's like a C for me. Like, what do you think?
Derek Carr? Yeah, I'll put him at C because he used to be a B, but he just hasn't been Derek Carr for years.
He's actually looking him up and see what team he's on now.
No, he's actually on the Saints.
Oh, he's on the Saints.
He's on the Saints. Someone
Okay.
said that he was on Tennessee Titans. I'm like, what?
Okay.
So he's actually on the New Orleans Saints. Wait, who's the starting quarterback?
I don't see. Well, it was that one light-skinned dude, but he
Talking about Josh. Wait, was it Josh Hill?
I don't remember his name, but he can run and throw. But
If he can run, is he number 7?
yeah,
That's Josh Hill.
okay, yeah. So I think they're going to be fighting for that first string spot. I think number 7 going to get it, but well, since he went to the Saints, I'll put him at no, it's T.
keep him
No,
at C.
I keep him at C. All right, what's his name?
Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put him. I say he's like. I think I put him at an A. But where you put him?
He ain't played good last season. He had like
He took the Cowboys to the playoffs.
he did.
Yeah.
Who they play?
They played who they lost to the 49ers, but they won their first round.
Mm. Well, put him as B.
B. Okay. And also got to
Yeah,
see
because
how they're gonna do this season. We think about last season and this season coming up.
I heard like he had like his like year was like off a little bit. He had like more interceptions. Ever since they traded Amari Cooper, it just went kind of downhill a little bit. But they got Jeremy Lamb as the starting wide receiver, so like they good. They just need like more good wide receivers. I don't know if they picked anybody up this off season. If they did, then and then also too, Cowboys has one of the toughest schedule in the league right now.
Cowboys.
The Cowboys, because I was talking to my one dude earlier, and because he's a Dallas Cowboys fan, and I looked him up, and I was like, whoa. I was just, I'm like, yeah, I totally agree, because they played the Giants the first game, the New York Jets the second game, third game is Cardinals, fourth game is Patriots, fifth the 49ers, Chargers, LA Rams, Eagles, then Giants again, Panthers, Washington Commanders.
They got a tough schedule.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see how you do. Lamar Jackson, he can run. He has a good mentality when it comes to like the moment, he does it at the right time. Like I'll give him that, but when it comes to like throwing wise, he sucks at it. When he runs, it's pretty good. So like I'll give him like a B. He only won like one playoff game, right? And he got hurt last season.
Yeah, you're right. I'll put him at like a B. Yeah.
Because they lost like he lost. I know he lost like 3 playoffs games, and then he won that one playoff game against Tennessee Titans.
I mean, like I think I've seen Lamar Jackson throw. To me, I've seen the throws that he have made. I didn't see the ones that's probably why, but I don't know.
Yeah, especially against us. When he like the time when he came back, it was like 4th down. He threw it to like an open receiver and they scored. I don't like Lamar Jackson. But I'll say like he is a good quarterback. Like don't get me wrong, he is. Like, is he a pocket passer? No. Is he the person who's gonna like run it? Like, yes. And some throws, like, he'll make. A lot of times he's just inconsistent about it. So I give him a B. He's not a bad quarterback.
Okay.
He's annoying when he runs.
Okay. All right, Justin Herbert. Let's I don't want this video to be too long, so let's speed this up a little bit. Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert, I put him as B. He still hasn't made it to the playoffs yet, but he's a good quarterback. Like he got like the whole package, but their team still hasn't made it. Still hasn't made it to the playoffs yet. They might need a new head coach.
Okay. Okay.
I give him a B.
Okay. And you said this earlier. Jalen Hurts is at a S, right?
Yeah.
He was in the league one time, right? He only been in the league once.
He was in two seasons ago. It was his rookie season, and then last year, I believe it was the second season, and then they made it to the Super Bowl. He has a good arm. He has good legs. Like when he needs to use it, he'll use it. But he's more like a pocket passer, and he knows where to throw the ball at and stuff. That was last year was a good Super Bowl.
Okay.
But I put him as S.
This dude, he plays for the Texans. He came out of Ohio State. What college he came out of? He was in the draft this year.
He did came from Ohio State.
Okay.
I just don't know his name.
I don't know his name either, but we're just gonna where do you put him? Just by college wise.
Since he is a rookie and he hasn't played yet,
Like, how you think he's gonna do this season?
He may, he may play all right. I mean, I don't really know too much of the guy. So his name is CJ. Was it Stroud?
CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud.
So
Okay.
I don't know him, so I put him as a C.
C. Okay. Cool. Now the number 1 draft pick. He plays for the Panthers now. He plays for the Panthers this season. I think he came out of he came out of Alabama or Texas A&M. I forgot. It was a red team, but you got to be good if you're drafted number 1 overall. So
Definitely.
So
unless you like some of these players, it was a bust.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna say no names, but
yeah, you already know what I was thinking about.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names. If you know it's Cleveland Browns fans, you already know who it is. Yeah, he wore number 2. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. All right, I'll put him. I think
I'll put him as a C.
C. Okay,
it's a rookie. Kirk Cousins. I love Kirk Cousins. He's a good quarterback. He's a good pocket passer. There was a game where like it was the most like comeback game of NFL history against Buffalo Bills. They was down by like 30 points in the first half. In the second half, he just started scoring touchdowns after touchdowns. They went to OT and they won the game. Like, and he went to the playoffs and they had a good record last season. I 100% sure they're gonna have a good record this season, and I hope this man wins the Super Bowl because he absolutely deserves it. So I give this dude an A because I was watching his highlights. This dude, he's a killer.
Okay.
Baker Mayfield. Sadly, he didn't start off good. With the Browns with Hugh Jackson. Actually, he did pretty good his rookie season, and then the second season went downhill.
Then the third year,
he did good.
He actually did great.
Yeah,
he did great. Then he got hurt. He tried to play through his injuries and
put nothing but bad films out there, and that didn't help him out. And that's when they had to look for another quarterback. They looked for someone who did some bad things off the field.
Then he went to the Panthers, and they act like they wanted him, but when they put him on the field, they really didn't want him, so they got rid of him. But then we went to the Rams, kind of redeemed himself
with that one highlight, though.
Yeah, with that one highlight, though. That's kind of tough, though.
He had a breakthrough.
Yeah,
that was a big breakthrough right there. But we're gonna see what he's gonna do in Tampa.
But you got to give it to him, though. Like, you memorized the playbook in less than 2 days, and you're gonna pull off something like that. Like, that kind of proves that you're number 1 overall for a reason. But yeah, we gotta see what he's gonna do this season. But where you
right now? Guess what? You know what I heard? I heard there's some other quarterback and on the Buccaneers team who's like really outbeating him right now for the starting spot.
Damn, he looking at a D tier to me. I think you telling me all this, man. I think he had a D tier. I think I put him at a B, but yeah, he might be at a D tier on this one. What do you think, Sear? Well, do you think he matched up with him? Does he think he matched up with these guys?
Heck, I don't know about them 2 rookies, but Derek Carr, oh heck no. He's nowhere. Derek Carr, like he had years where he was consistent.
Okay. So
I don't think he had made it to playoffs. Well, no, he probably made it.
I think Derek Carr made it one time.
But like I've seen Derek Carr highlights, and this dude could throw the ball. He can throw it deep.
Okay.
I don't know now, but like back then when I watched his highlights, oh, he could throw it deep.
Yeah.
But Baker Mayfield, he's just going down spiral. I mean, I still have high hopes for him, but hopefully he'll like. I don't know. Can't say too much for him now.
Okay.
Trevor Lawrence. Jacksonville is about to be different. They about to start eating. They hungry. They went to the playoffs last year. I forgot who they lost to, but he's a really good quarterback. And Jacksonville Jaguars, they're gonna be a beast. I will put him as a B.
B. Okay.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, these guys are like ahead of him.
Okay, these guys. Okay. All right, so this boy right here. Now, the dude from Miami, we don't know his name, but we know who he is, but we can't pronounce his name
He
for
has
some
a
reason.
Hawaii name,
Yeah,
so
so we know who he is. Okay, so
he throws with his left arm, and he does a pretty good job.
if you can throw with your left arm like that, you got to be very skilled. I'm sorry though, that's automatic B tier right there.
Yeah, I'll give him B because he never made it to the playoffs, but he definitely has a lot of potential. Like
Okay,
I think he can win some big games later on in his career. So I have a high hopes for him.
okay. Justin Fields.
Justin Fields, he's really getting to understand the system and stuff. He's getting better as a football player. He's starting to understand it. So I definitely got high hopes for him. If they get him some more like key players, I think he can ball out. So right now he hasn't made it to the playoffs. He still has a lot of improvements. So I would put him as a C for now.
I think he's getting better at each year. I think he's getting better.
Yeah. I still remember when we demolished
Yeah,
him.
we demolished his rookie year. Oh my God, bro. His rookie year when he came to the Browns, bro, we was destroying him, bro. He
That
kept getting sack after sack after sack. I was happy
you
for
know
the Browns.
from
What?
who?
Yeah,
Myles
Miles Garrett. Yeah, like I was, hey, I was happy, but then at the same time, I felt bad for him. I was like, he's a C. He's a C.
I give him a C. Kyle Murray, that dude can throw. He can run. They made it to the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was the first overall draft pick the year after Baker Mayfield was like drafted. But he's a really good quarterback. So I'll give him a B.
B. Okay.
I don't think he made it far. When people don't make it that far into the playoffs, but I know they're good, I'll give them a B.
Okay.
Um,
Deshaun Watson.
there was a time when he was like the top 5 quarterback in the league.
Not top 5. He was top 3.
Oh, he's top
He
3,
was top 3.
and he's on our team.
Yeah. The last full season that he played, he had the most passing yards, 4,000, and the most passing touchdowns. It was like 30 something. But then he got suspended for a year. Then he came back, only played half a season. And then he's back now. And they said, bruh, have you seen his highlights in the off season? He's looking really good.
Yeah, him and Elijah Moore are having some connection. So like,
He's looking really good. So
so
I know we're Browns fans. We're a little excited, but we just looking at it from a standpoint right here. Like he's actually looking really good, and he actually has to keep players around him. He got the best. They said Nick Chubb's the best running back in the league. He got that in the
He
backfield. So
yeah, and they got a good defense. They got a lot of talent on this team. Like we don't sleep on the Browns this year.
where you put him? Where you
I would not
Deshaun?
put no. I would put him as B.
B.
Yeah, because he's like last season. He's coming off of rust,
Yeah, he's coming off a rust. Okay.
but he's definitely better than these guys down here.
Okay.
I want to say like these guys like in front of him because they did something. Um, yeah. Everybody who's on here, they did something, but the people who was like bottom, like no, they ain't really like. I mean, did like what he did. Like he was in the top 3.
What about Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers, you gotta give him. You gotta give. Well, did he play? He played good last season, right?
Yeah, it's just the people around him didn't really.
Yeah, because when he lost, what's his name, Adams.
Mm-hmm.
They he went to Oakland Raiders. He didn't like have like a good wide receiver, and they kept dropping balls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I still give him an A because he's still a good quarterback, and he is a former football Super Bowl champion. He still can throw it. If he has good wide receivers, like he can like I'm 100% sure like he's still like one of the top quarterbacks in the league.
Okay.
All right, Geno Smith. Geno Smith actually played good last season. I don't know if he's gonna play like that again this season, like how he played last season. But as of right now, I'll give him a C.
C.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will put him. Yeah. No, it's fine.
Russell Wilson. He did not do good last
Man,
year.
what happened to you, man? What happened?
Yeah.
Like, you one of my favorite players. Like, that's the reason why I love the Seattle Seahawks was because of you. And you went. Well, first of all, you went to Denver. Ugh. That was all right. That was our rivals back in the day. They're not our rivals anymore. But I don't like Denver because of, because of history. But Russell Wilson, he's still one of my favorite players. But he didn't play good last season. I give him a C.
C. Okay.
But he's definitely in front of all of these guys.
Oh, he's in front of all these guys?
Yeah, because he won the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Like, it was a time when he was really good.
Okay.
But right now, I put him as a C. He needs a comeback, though.
Matthew Stafford.
And he won the Super Bowl a couple seasons ago. Last season, he got hurt.
Yeah, he had that back surgery, I think.
Yeah, so I think he's getting up there. I think he's getting old. Like, a lot of his, highlight years was with Detroit Lions. And luckily, I'm glad that this dude won a Super Bowl because he definitely deserved it. But he had a lot of injuries. I'll give him B. Well, what do you think? It's either a C or a B.
I forgot where I put it. I forgot where I put him. He's like, okay, he got a Super Bowl ring. That's cool. He actually played good. Was he with the Lions all those years?
All those years until he got traded to the LA Rams.
Was
They
he
traded
doing?
him for Jared Goff.
He was actually making a name for himself on the Lions, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So
remember Megatron?
Yeah. So he's actually really good. But I think you're right. He's starting to get up there in age. He's not like Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers when they're up in age and they can still ball out. But I think that injury's going to catch up to him. So I think he's like I think he's like a C. Jimmy Garoppolo.
I don't watch too much highlights of him. I mean, he's still like an okay quarterback. I heard he can't really throw it deep. Like he's a good quarterback for San Francisco 49ers. But I don't really hear too much hype from him. I think it was a time when they was thinking about trading him. But they ended up not. But they did make it to the playoffs. So I give him a B.
A B? Okay.
Yeah.
B. I forgot his name. He plays for the Patriots. I know what his name is. No, I forgot. Something Wilson? No. Matt Wilson?
No, that's it.
But his rookie year, he did really good. His rookie season. But the year later, I don't know what happened.
Mac Jones.
Okay, I knew his name started with an L. Mac Jones.
Mac Jones, yeah, he did play good his rookie season. I didn't hear too much about him last season.
Yeah,
I wasn't really paying attention to New England Patriots.
They didn't do good last season. They didn't do that good last season. So I heard he kept he was just an on and off year for him last year. So I think he's a C. Yeah, it's a C.
Yeah, right there. That's Sam Donald. Yeah, that's Sam Donald. Give him D.
D.
He's not a good quarterback. Him and Baker is not a good quarterback.
And they try competing against each other. I'd take Baker over him though.
I'll take Baker over him. But they're not good quarterbacks.
Okay.
Jared Goff. I heard that he's going to play good this upcoming season. Last season he actually played decent. I watched some of his games. He played decent. I think the Detroit Lions can play what I believe they're gonna have a good season. So I'll put him To me, I don't know. What you think? I feel like I'll put him at C.
I don't know too much about him, to be honest with you.
Like he did good with the LA Rams in the beginning of his career, but as soon as he got traded, like of course, he went downhill just a little bit, but not too much. He's not a bad quarterback. He's not a great quarterback, but he's like an okay quarterback.
He's like in between these two, like right here.
I'll probably say middle.
Right here.
No, between these two, yeah, in the middle.
Okay. This guy.
Daniel Jones, he's actually a good pocket passer. He's actually like coming along. They went to the playoffs last season. They beat Kirk Cousins, Minnesota Vikings, but they lost to some team. I can't remember who it was. But Daniel Jones, he's actually a good quarterback.
Okay.
Probably like Eli Manning in his beginning of career. Like Eli Manning, beginning of his career, like he didn't like do good or whatever. Then later on he started getting better, and then they won the Super Bowl and stuff. It's a little similar. So I'll give him a B.
A B.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. What about him?
A D. He's behind Aaron Rodgers.
He bad? Dang, he's that bad? I didn't. He looked familiar, but I don't.
He's a New York Jets quarterback. He was starting, and they benched him in the middle of the season. I don't remember who started it, but he doesn't play good. And since he ain't gonna really do nothing this upcoming season, I give him a D.
Okay.
Matt Ryan, I give him D.
Yeah, Matt Ryan, I'll put him at a D. Well, at least we agree on something. We agreed on the other quarterbacks, but yeah, ever since he went to the Colts, he just went.
I mean, towards his end with the Atlanta Falcons, it's been down. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to come back from that Super Bowl game where you was up. It was 28-3.
28-3, and you blew that. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
I honestly thought they was gonna win that.
I was a Patriots fan. I was a big Tom Brady fan. Like, hey, you can't beat them, join them. Like, that's just how you look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all was mad at me for years that I liked the Patriots and Tom Brady. Like, listen, you can't beat them, join them. Like, he's that good. But
I started liking Tom Brady when he left the Patriots.
Yeah, wow. You want to jump on the bandwagon of the Buccaneers? Okay. All right, Matt Ryan's a D. I forgot Carson Wentz.
Terrible. F.
Yeah.
Like he had that. He was like in his beginning. Like he was good with the Philadelphia Eagles. After the Philadelphia Eagles, they know how to pick the right quarterback. But he was good. Like he was scoring touchdowns. But then he got hurt, so Nick Foles had to take over. And then it was Philadelphia Eagles versus New England Patriots, and they won that game. But like he hasn't been the same since that injury, so he went downhill. And then they drafted Jalen Hurts, and now he's a good quarterback. Now they're back at Super Bowl. I think it's funny how they can draft the right quarterbacks and we can't.
Yeah.
Why can't we go to the Super Bowl, man? Why?
I don't know.
I feel like it's a curse.
I think ever since the Browns came back, we were sold to Baltimore, and then when we came back, kind of messed us up. So I think that's why it takes.
We went to the playoffs twice since we came back.
Yeah,
2002 and 2020. They need to go back this season.
Which they will. All right, last quarterback.
D.
Andy Dalton.
Yes.
He was a dog with the Bengals.
I hated him.
Yeah.
I don't like the dude. But I'll say like he was good when they had AJ Green. Man, him. Oh yeah, there was a tight end that they had. I forgot his name, but he also was good. But they both long gone. Now, who's that wide receiver they had for Cincinnati Bengals? He's like number 1.
Jamar Chase.
Good wide receiver. I wish we had drafted him. Well, guys, these are like my top ranking quarterbacks. Hopefully we probably had some agreements, probably had some disagreements, but like who knows how they're gonna play this upcoming season. I have hopefully the players who are starting, I have high hopes for them. Some of them, I don't care.
Well, this is his. Well, we did this together a little bit, but this was mostly his tier list because he saw mine and he wanted to bash my head in. So
He put Baker Mayfield over Geno Smith. Geno Smith actually he had a good season.
hey, everybody got different opinions, okay? I think Baker Mayfield's gonna do good this year. I don't know. I think
With that guy who's like out competing him right now, we'll see.
yeah, we'll see. I haven't heard that, but since you telling me that, then yeah, he's probably not gonna do good this year. But I don't know. We'll see.
You never gonna you're not gonna know what's gonna happen this season.
Yeah, with NFL you don't know, and well, in NFL anything can happen.
Anything can happen, especially when you like come back from 30 points. Kirk Cousins did that. The only quarterback who ever done that in NFL history. So you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is gonna win the Super Bowl?
I ain't gonna hold you.
You think it's gonna be Kansas City again?
I want to say it. I know y'all think I'm gonna be bandwagon. I know y'all see the poster in the background, but if you look at the Cleveland Browns, bro, we are stacked, offense and defense.
Yeah, we are.
Like I think we're Super Bowl contenders. I'm not saying that because I'm a Browns fan. Because if you actually look at our roster, we actually are stacked. Like
we've been stacked for years. It's just the problem is the quarterback. But we got one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the league, and we paid that boy guaranteed money. So hopefully he'll ball out the season.
Who I think is going to be in the AFC Championship is Browns and Chiefs.
Oh, you think so?
I think it's going to be Browns and Chiefs.
We'll see. I'm glad that football is back.
Yep, kickoff is in 32 days, y'all. So, yeah.